Let's just take a couple of conscious breaths in as we tune back in. And then let that deep exhale follow that long inhale. And let yourself settle back in as we just wash away anything that came up during the first portion of our sound bath this evening. Just allowing for yourself to remain where you are for a few more moments. Just letting the silence of the space around you settle in. Maybe breathing a little deeper into your body as you bring awareness back into your physical being. And wherever you're at, just go ahead and gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you're lying down, go ahead and bend your knees and roll to one side. And if you're seated, just go ahead and sit up a little taller. We're all going to meet here to just start a nice, short, very relaxing yoga practice. So from your side, if you're lying down, just gently lifting yourself up to a seat. Nice crisscross legs, sitting up tall through the spine. Be sure to roll your shoulders down and back and lengthen through the top of your head. And if you feel safe, go ahead and let your eyes close or take the gaze down to the floor, but be sure not to drop your chin. So keep your chin lifted. Don't drop it too far into the chest. And just notice how you feel here. Maybe notice this renewed flow of energy running through the body, right through your center line along your spine. Maybe you notice yourself feeling lighter or a little more clear in the head, in the mind. Or maybe you just notice that you feel different. And the deeper we grow this awareness of these differences within our body and our mind, the more aware we are able to come and the closer we get to finding home within our body, to finding space within our mind, peace within our being. So from here, we're going to flutter the eyes open. And when your next natural breath in comes, reach your arms up overhead. Root down through the base of your spine into the floor and reach up nice and tall with the fingertips. Maybe you lift your gaze to look up at your fingertips. Feel the right and the left side of the body get nice and long. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Beautiful. One more big breath in, and as you exhale, take the left hand behind you, or the right hand behind you, the left hand to the outside of your right thigh. So I'm probably going to be opposite of you on the video, but we'll get both sides, so no worries if you went the wrong way. You're going to take your gaze over the shoulder that you are taking behind you. So inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist us. So try not to use this left hand or the hand on your thigh to press you into the twist. Let the exhale deepen your twist here. And then on your next natural inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale, gently going over to the other side. So opposite hand behind, the other hand to your opposite thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. So this pose activates the digestive system. It helps our digestion to become initiated, to let our bodies know that we are ready to let go, to release, to rest and digest. And we'll do one more each side. So next inhale, bring your arms up overhead, back to center, and exhale over to that first side. And then inhale back through to center, reach up long, and exhale to the opposite side. Beautiful. And then gentle inhale back to center, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, sweep them out and down to the floor. And then as we inhale, we're going to face the palms in towards the body and bring them up along our sides. And then exhale, open wide, taking the palms down as you drop the fingertips to the floor. So a little bit of shoulder rotation. Inhale, arms up, palms face in. Exhale, turn the palms out and take them down to your side. Beautiful. A couple more, just rotating that shoulder joint. And the more we move our joints, the more lubricated they become, so the less sticky they feel. Beautiful. And then as your hands come down by the side, palms face in, fingertips down, go ahead and inhale, take it back up. Turn the palms in and exhale, forward, down, and back. Beautiful. And then inhale, palms go out and up. So we're just going in the opposite direction. I have to be sure I don't hit my crystal bowls here so I don't knock them over. So make sure that you have all of the necessary things out of your way as well. Beautiful. And then one more in this opposite direction. Just working through that shoulder. And then taking the hands down to the knees, palms face down. So we're going to get a little more into the spine, move the spinal fluid a little bit more. So on an inhale, puff your chest forward, lift your gaze to where the ceiling and the wall meet. You're coming into a seated cow pose. So your belly button's drawing forward. There's a nice arch in your low back. And then as you exhale, we're going to round the spine behind you, tuck the chin into your chest, roll your shoulders forward. So a little seated cat pose. And then inhale, coming forward, let your shoulders roll down and back, lift your heart, lift your gaze. And exhale, arch forward, curl that spine back, tuck the chin. Beautiful, 2 more. Inhale, cow, through the nose, and exhale, cat, through the nose. So we're just working that energy up and out of the body. Beautiful. And then inhale, come back to center. And slowly bring your hands down to the mat as you find a gentle tabletop. So tabletop is shoulders over elbows over wrists and hips over knees. Tops of the feet on the mat. And maybe you take a couple moments to tap them on the mat. So we kind of sat cross-legged for a bit. Maybe you were seated for the sound bath. So tap, tap, tap. Beautiful. Then come back to still, and we're going to do those cat-cows, just like we did seated, but we're going to do them on our hands and knees. So the belly button falls towards the floor now, the chest peels forward, and the gaze goes forward. The shoulder blades kind of touch each other, so shoulders roll back. And then as we exhale, press deeply through your palms, tuck the chin into your chest, arch your spine like a cat, so you look like a nice Halloween scaredy cat. Yep, and then inhale, roll forward, belly button down, chest forward, gaze forward, cow pose. And exhale, arch that spine, tuck that chin, cat pose. Beautiful, let's do 2 more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And inhale back to center. We're going to take the right toes and stretch them back behind us. So they're going to stay on the mat. We're going to press through that right heel, stretching through our right calf. So stay strong through your left hip. Try not to dip over into your left hip. Keep the left hip on top of the left knee and press through your right heel. So you're stretching through that calf. Keep your spine long, shoulders stay over those wrists, gaze stays maybe at the top of your mat or a couple of inches in front of your hands if you're just on the floor. Beautiful, 1 big breath in and exhale, slowly take the right knee back to meet the left, and then inhale, stretch the left leg back. So we're just gonna move nice and slow through this flow. And then we'll come back, we'll just do a short flow, and then we'll come back to the floor to do a couple of yin poses, just to kind of really relax the body, relax into this new energy we created. So sound is a very powerful healing tool, although it is through the virtual world right now. It has still made it to you, it is still working its magic with you. Take a big breath in, and exhale, left knee meets the right. And we're going to curl our toes under. We're going to start to walk our hands towards our body as we drop the heels back to the floor, straighten the legs, and fold forward. So you're kind of at the back of the mat or a couple inches behind you. Bend your knees deeply here and let the head fall to the floor. Little forward fold. Maybe you sweep the fingers along the floor, twisting right and left. Nice gentle sway. And then on an inhale, we'll come back to center. We're going to take our hands to our shins or our thighs. Roll our shoulders down and back. Tuck the elbows into the side of the body. Keep the spine long as you take the gaze down. And reach forward with the crown of the head. Beautiful. So a halfway lift. Little hamstring stretch. And on your next exhale, fold your body forward again. On this inhale, we're going to press in through the feet. Sweep the arms out and up. Stand up nice and tall. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center and gently take a couple steps up to the top of your mat. And then we're going to keep the right foot here where we are. We're going to take the left foot one leg's distance back behind you, dropping the left heel in about 45 degrees. So those left toes turn up to the top left corner of the mat. The right knee bends over that right ankle. The arms come down by our side. Shoulders roll down and back. We're in our powerful warrior one. See if you can draw your right hip back and your left hip forward. And then come back to your breath. Feel a breath in through the nose. And a breath out through the nose. Stay with that deep breath. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Activate your fingertips. Three more breaths. Last one, in and out. And then inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, cartwheel them out and down as they find each side of the right foot and come to the ball of the left foot. Scoot those left toes back a little bit as you lower that left knee. Make sure your right knee is directly over your right ankle. And then maybe you take your hands up to your right thigh. Maybe you reach the arms up overhead. Wherever you're at, keep lengthening through both sides of the body. So right and left stay nice and long. Root down through that right foot. Maybe you press into the big toe of the left foot, stretching out the left quad or the front of the left thigh. We'll take another big breath in wherever we are. And exhale, take the hands down, frame that right foot, and then draw your hips back towards your left heel as you come to the heel of the right foot. So to intensify this stretch, you can draw the toes in towards the right shin. And feel your collarbones lengthen past your toes as you lengthen through the spine. Beautiful hamstring stretch. So if you sit a lot during the day or maybe you drive a lot, your hamstrings might be a little tight. You can always curl the left toes under to give yourself a little more support. But breathe into the back of your right thigh. So the most of the back of your right thigh is a large muscle called the hamstring. It can get really tight, so if you're feeling it here, just take some deep breaths. We're only here a couple more breaths. Beautiful, and then next inhale, slowly walk your hands forward. Plant that right foot down onto the mat. And we're going to take the left foot to the inside of the right foot, the left hand, and then sweep the right fingertips up to the sky. So another little twist here. You can stay here on the left knee, or you can curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and kind of deepen your twist. This is your practice. This is your time, so do what feels good in your body. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower that left knee down if it's lifted. Cartwheel this right hand down to the inside of your right thigh. And gently press the right thigh away from you with the right hand. Gaze over your right shoulder. So a little bit of a hip opener here on the right side. Beautiful. Big breath in as we come back to center. Take both hands to the inside of that right foot. Heel toe that right foot out so that it comes around and the right knee meets the left. Maybe you shake your tail feather a little bit here as you wiggle it out. Maybe you drop the head and shake the neck. When you're ready, we're going to curl the toes under, walk the hands up towards our bodies. Let the heels drop to the floor as we straighten the legs and find a forward fold. And then we'll inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Press into those feet and heel, reach out and up. Stretch up tall. We root down through the feet to rise up high through the body. And then exhale, gently bring your hands to heart center if that feels safe for you. And walk your feet up to the top of the mat. So I'm just going to turn myself around so you can see the other side and I don't face the opposite side of you. So left foot is going to stay at the top of the mat. The right foot's going to travel one leg's distance back behind us. We're going to drop the right heel in about 45 degrees. Then bend into your left knee. See if you can get it over the ankle or a little behind. We just don't want it past that ankle. We don't want to overextend that joint. And then draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. And if you feel pain in the front of your right leg here when you draw your right hip forward, take your left foot out to the left a little bit. Hands down by the side, shoulders roll down and back. Let your chest open. Let your fingertips stay nice and active. Press deeply down through those feet, but unclench your toes. Beautiful. Press into the pinky side edge of your right foot. Engage that right leg. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Deep breath in through the nose. And out. In. And out. Last one in. Last one out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Come to the ball of that right foot as you shimmy those toes back and lower your right knee. Maybe you uncurl your right toes. Make sure your left knee is directly over your left ankle, and maybe you take the hands up to your thigh. Maybe you reach the arms up overhead. Beautiful. If you press the big toe of the right foot into the mat, you'll feel a stretch through the front of the right thigh or the right quad. Lengthen. Spread those fingers. Beautiful. One more big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Right hand stays to the inside of the left foot. Left fingertips go to the sky. Right knee can stay down, or right toes can curl under and lift the right knee. Press into your right hand and open through your heart. Spiraling the left side of your chest to the sky. Beautiful. One more big breath in. And exhale, slowly cartwheel that left hand down. Lower that right knee if it's lifted. And take your hips back towards your right heel. So half split or half Hanuman or hamstring stretch. Feel that spine lengthening, collarbones reaching past the toes. Beautiful. And then inhale, walk your hands back up. Root down that left foot. Take both hands to the inside of the right or the left foot. And then we're going to take that left hand to the inside of the left thigh because I didn't forget the hip opener. And slowly draw your left hip open. Gaze over your left shoulder. Maybe you roll into the pinky side edge of your left foot and really get into that left hip. Beautiful. Slowly come back to center. Take both hands to the inside of the foot. Heel toe that left foot back so the left knee can meet the right. And then take your big toes together so they touch. Spread your knees wide. Take your hips back towards your heels. Stretch your arms out long as you lower your forehead to the mat. Find your child's pose. And in this child's pose, really feel your shoulders draw down and back as you reach through those fingertips. Really lengthen through the side body. Stay with that deep inhale and that long exhale. And on your next inhale, gently lift your forehead up off the mat. Take your right hand and thread it through the left, taking your right shoulder or your right cheek to the mat as you thread the needle. So a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. Soften through the right shoulder, the right bicep, the back of the right hand, and the right fingers. Maybe you feel a little bit of tension here, taking this right arm through the left, and that's perfectly okay. But see if you can relax into the stretch. Let the body just release. You can always bring your knees closer together if having them further apart is uncomfortable at all to you. And then we'll slowly draw the right arm out, switching it out with the left. So threading the left arm through the right, left shoulder and left cheek to the mat. See if you can relax through the left shoulder, the left bicep, and the top of the left hand. Maybe even loosen a little more through the left fingertips. And soften through the facial muscles, especially the left side of the face, the left temple. Beautiful. And then on your next inhale, slowly draw the left arm out, taking it back to the front, back to that child's pose. And then slowly walking the hands back up towards your body as you cross the ankles and sit the butt back behind you, taking the legs out in front. Beautiful. So we're going to remove the flesh from our sit bones and the meat from our seat so we can come and ground down through those sits bones. Lengthen through the spine. Roll the shoulders down and back. See if you can feel that nice long spine behind you and keep that long spine as you slowly walk the hands forward, folding over your legs. So another hamstring stretch here. So if you're feeling it in your hamstrings, maybe you'll give one of these stretches a try every day, or maybe every other day. You just see if you can alleviate some of the tension within them. You don't necessarily have to make them longer per se for them to feel better, but maybe you just kind of relax into a stretch of the hamstrings every day and see if that helps with any lower back pain you may feel. And then let me know how it goes. Beautiful. Then next inhale, we're going to slowly walk our hands up towards our body. We're going to take our hands behind us, fingers point in, palms down to the mat, root down. So press through your palms so you can straighten through the arms, lift through the chest, bend at the knees, bottoms of the feet to the mat. Press into the bottoms of the feet and the palms of the hands and lift your hips to the sky. Beautiful. So reverse table. You can let your head hang back if that feels good on your neck. If not, keep your chin tucked into your chest. One more big breath in and exhale. Gently lower those hips down. Keeping the knees bent, go ahead and lower your whole body down to the mat. I'm going to move some of these so you can see me a little better. But go ahead and keep the knees bent on the mat. Arms can come down by your side, palms facing down. And just gently let the knees windshield wiper left and right. That's better. Beautiful. So over to the right and then over to the left. Maybe your head follows as you roll out the back of the neck and the back of the head. And the next time your knees fall over to the right, go ahead and let them lie all the way over there. Maybe you take your arms out to T. Maybe your gaze goes over to the left if that feels good on your neck, or maybe you just keep your head at center. If you want to advance this stretch, you could take the right heel over the left thigh. That's going to kind of bring a little weight to the left thigh, give it a little more heaviness to the stretch. See if you can keep your left shoulder rooted on the mat. And then inhale, gently come up through to center. Uncross that right heel from the thigh if it's there. And then exhale, send your knees over to the left. Maybe you take that left heel and put it over the right thigh. Maybe not. It's what feels good for you. Maybe let a yawn come through as you relax the muscles of your face. Beautiful. Then inhale, come back to center. And bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees go wide. And take one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And let yourself settle back in here. And since we got interrupted earlier, I'll give you a little more sound to end your yoga session today. So settle in nice and deep. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you're more than welcome to extend your legs long. But let yourself settle back into that breath. That deep inhale and that long exhale. And see if you can scan your body to just notice where you're holding the most tension in the moment. Maybe it's in the center of your chest or between your shoulder blades. Maybe it's above your belly button. Maybe it's below your belly button. Maybe it's in your legs or your arms. Maybe it's in your face. Just allowing for yourself to be completely aware of this tension. Take all of your awareness there. Take a big breath in that space. And then exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Breathe into that spot of tension once more. Deep in. Open your mouth. Let the air and that tension go. And then one more time. Breathe in. Start to feel it soften. And exhale. Let all of it go. Sending it away. No longer to be felt. So allow for yourself to feel the support of the sound, the support of me here with you now, although virtually, still here. Supporting you emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Just let the sound break up whatever might be left within the body, the mind, the heart, and the soul. Loka Somasta Sukino Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, dealing with the technology issues, or tuning in at a later time. I am honored to be a part of your journey, be it just for today or for a while. Hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. And please reach out to me or anyone at Hope Recovery Community if you are in need of support, love, or friendship. We are all here for you. We are all in this together. Namaste, my friends. Love you.
Bye-bye.